Ice cream. What it do? Arcs. That's. Can y'all hear me? If you can hear me, put a one. I got these different earbuds, and I don't know. I can't hear myself because of the noise cancellation in them, so I feel like I'm talking weird. But yeah, how do I sound? Sound good or I sound strange or muffled? I never use these. They last longer than the iPod earbuds. Yes, happy Sunday. Not clear, not that clear. Let me take them off. See if it's better. Do y'all hear all the background noise? Is the background noise too much? A little muffled? All right, let me get these iPod earbuds in my other bag though. It's gonna be a little minute. Are you see me? Yeah. I don't know if these things are connected. How about now? Are they even connected? I don't know if they're connected. Oh, it sounds better now. I can't even hear if they're connected or not. All right, cool. Let's roll. So I'm at the airport, Medellin. It's packed for a Sunday. No, I'm going to Peru. I'm going to Lima for about 8 9 days. Then I'm going to Cusco because I want to visit Machu Picchu, and then I'll finish up the rest of my two weeks and go back to Lima. No, this ain't no. They don't have no VIP lounge um, in the international. At least I don't think so. There's only like gate 10 through 14, 15, 16. I don't think they got a VIP lounge. The Medellin airport is not a big airport. Mile? Where's that? Yeah, so when I go back to Thailand, this is the problem. When I'm give y'all some advice. Yeah, I'm staying in Miraflores district, the first part of my trip. Then I go to Cusco, go to Machu Picchu. I come back, and then I'm saying Barranco. I kind of messed up, even though those are the two best neighborhoods to stay for tourists. I kind of messed up because I was waiting to decide whether I was BSing on just booking the same Airbnb for the whole entire stay, even though I'm going over to Cusco for 3 days. So when I went back to book it, it was booked. So, but I get this chance to stay in the two most popular neighborhoods, so I'm good. Where one plane is coming in to where Lima. Well, there's two flights going to Lima tonight. There's two flights I see. The other one's to Madrid, one to Santo Domingo, Panama, Buenos Aires. Yeah. So yeah, I'm staying Miraflores first, which is good. Both of them are next to the water. I could should be able to walk on the water to get my exercise on. Um, I met a few women on Tinder. You know, I have to follow through, of course, when I get there. Seemed like a couple, met a couple that speak English, one or two that didn't. I got to see how that pans out. I don't have nobody to hang out with, so, uh, damn. Yeah, so I'm gonna be solo on this trip to Lima, Peru, a new country, Peru I've never been to before. I made the mistake when I went to Cambodia of not going to Angkor Wat. The soccer match is on, so you know it's big. I got my soccer. I got my another Colombia. I got the black and orange Colombia jersey in my bag, and another Emirates. But yeah, I made the mistake of not going to Angkor Wat when I went to Cambodia. I like the um the 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 wonders of the world, the eighth wonders of the world. I've seen about four of them, so I'm interested into that kind of stuff. So I have to, of course, make the journey over to Machu Picchu to go to Cusco and go to Machu Picchu. I got to do it, and it was kind of expensive. You know, the whole book with a booking agency was like almost it was $500 with the insurance. And that doesn't include the flight there. But I got a nice Airbnb. They said the Airbnb has heat. I bought a new jacket with an inside lining because it's pretty cold now, but it's the right season to go to Machu Picchu. It's not rainy season, but it's cold. And I think it's going to be a little bit chilly in general. The problem with traveling around the world, high season is about the same in so many countries. So if you're going to travel the entire year, you're going to have to go to some countries in off season, and that's what it is. Uh, so what she was looking at, who? This one in the brown pants right here is what I was looking at. I can't show you. She with her man. Oh yeah. I'm just drinking ginger ale. I'm just drinking ginger ale. Yeah, I'm going to Lima first, then Cusco, then back to Lima. I'm a fan of your videos, and that's why I always hit the like button. JR, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, yeah, it's 90 in the building. I only got 18 likes. I just want to say it once. But I'm very excited to eat the food in Peru. Peru is supposedly what do you call it? The food capital of the world. I'm not eating when I go to Cusco. I'm not eating the guinea pig. I'm not eating the llama. But I definitely have variations of the ceviche and a few other dishes. I have a whole list of restaurants that I want to go to. They have like some ancient sites even in Lima. Too bad I can't go to the beach because the beach is another draw for Lima and the surrounding areas of Lima because it's probably just going to be too cold. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Anybody here been to Peru? I'm at the airport. I'm at the airport. Damn, somebody walked by farted or something. Yeah, it's the guards. It must be a soccer team, a local soccer team too. They heavy deep in here. You going in December? December, I think, is high season for Lima, but not Peru. I mean, not Machu Picchu. I saw a couple videos on the red light district in Lima, a couple streets. I got it in my list. Yeah, I've been to Chile already. Chile was cool, but I also went kind of in off season, so it was kind of chilly when I went to. But when I went there, I went to Easter Island. I hate to change the subject, but real quick, what's a good neighborhood or a good area to stay in Rio de Janeiro? Copacabana, Ipanema, or LeBlanc? Last Botafogo. But I would first timers stay in Copacabana. Conchita Restaurant Lounge is the best restaurant in Lima. Make sure you get uh, Lamos Saltado, their typical dish. The Barranco neighborhood has some nice upscale lounges, Pizza Alley. Thanks Global Paper. It's probably some of the restaurants on my list too, because I've made a really long list of restaurants. Probably like I'm not gonna make it to all of them, but I think I watched a few videos and I got like maybe at least 20 restaurants. Some of them that are the top in the world, because Lima, Peru has I think four of the top restaurants in the world. Four of their restaurants in Lima have been voted in the top 50 or top. I did some research on that. I'm not a foodie, but I plan on enjoying myself eating there. No, I'm not gonna get another apartment in Colombia. I'm gonna be gone for a while. Um, I was able to get rid of all of my furniture, everything, although I wasn't able to sell everything. But I gave what what I didn't sell, which was most of it. I gave it to people who were in need. So it was all good. It was all good. Tons of ex-workers hang out on Pizza Alley Street in Miraflores. Mm. Well, I'm meeting some nice girls on Tinder, and I didn't even get there on Bumble. Bumble been clicking, man. Bumble was even clicking for me in Medellin, hard body. So I think between Bumble and Tinder, I don't need to go that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to not to go that way at all. Unless your boy get backed up or something, I ain't going that way. Your boy ain't going that way. That's the last option. Yeah, I'm gonna be there for 17 days. So, but if your boy get backed up, then he might have to go that way. But I'm trying to keep it, on the up and up. I'm sure I'll be able to crack the code. I'm sure I'll be able to crack the code on normal behavior. Charles G. Finally, I have seen you live. Thanks for the great advice over the years. What is your advice about real estate purchase in Colombia? I don't have experience with real estate purchase in Colombia, but I was very close, and they are doing a lot of projects in Medellin. And I think now is the time to get in if you're going to get in. I think Medellin is the best city to live in Colombia, in my opinion, and it just has everything you'll ever need. I mean, to me, Bogota's a little dreary. It rains a lot. It's a little cold. Medellin has the best weather, some of the best infrastructure in Colombia, some of the nicest people. Although people get drugged and all this, and I'm not sure, but I think half of the crime and the drugging that goes on in Colombia, I think half of it is not even done by Colombian people. And that's just my opinion. Because there are other people there struggling, and poverty you know, leads to violence, and leads to all those other things. Thank you for the super chat, Charles G. Got your Kenyan flag on? Yeah, I love my Kenyan flag. I love it. I love it. Represent. I'll be back next year. I'll be back next year sometime. I really got to get my full exploration on when it comes to Kenya. Heading to Cartagena next month, first time. There is a lot of Venezuelan gangs in Colombia. Yes, it is. Oh yes, I've been to Barranquilla several times. Barranquilla is one of my favorite cities. It's not as much to do, but when you get tired of Cartagena, Barranquilla is a good option. They got a lot of nice girls in Barranquilla. A lot of nice girls in Barranquilla. Beautiful women in Barranquilla. I'm attracted to a lot of the women in Barranquilla because that little cocoa brown and the curly hair. And I start talking to them and ask them where they're from. Barranquilla. When I was in Cartagena, a couple of those pretty girls I interviewed on the beach, they were from Barranquilla. They told me the apartment in Brazil is going to be finished early October. I'm going back to in early October. Um, they said they're going to send me some pictures and videos within the next week or so. But they said it's coming along, and you know, hopefully it's going. Hopefully, I am pleasant. I'm very happy. I would hate to be unhappy with the finished product. Now, I've seen this designers maybe at least 8 of her renovations, and they were all beautiful, excellent. That's why I was like, no, I want you to do it. And I even gave her leeway to be creative, you know. So I'm going to be very happy with it. The entire apartment is getting renovated from head to toe. Walls, ceiling, floors, bathroom, kitchen, everything. I got 3 split unit ACs going in there. So yeah, it should be up to par. Rich's method. Nairobi and its people just does something. I'm not rocking the armband only because we Caribbean, Guyanese, and Jamaican have our own, but I did notice that most travelers experience. Yeah, and they show you love when you rock their band too. They were like, oh, they say you Kenyan now. They can't help but rock Kenyan on. They're beautiful, man. They're beautiful. They're comfortable, and it's red, black, and green, baby. Yeah, Pinky was at the apartment just a little while ago. She was there the day before. I had to tap that one more time for the road. I gave her quite a bit of stuff, and I got a last video with me and her, but on the Patreon though. Casino. Do you feel like you made the right decision to pick Brazil over Colombia for buying an apartment? Of course, I feel that way, and let me tell you why. Brazil is a bigger country, almost 250 million people. Colombia, 50 million people. To me, especially Medellin, it's going to get crowded faster than Brazil's going to get crowded. I'm 1 block from the beach. You understand what I'm saying? So when I get old, I could make it. No matter how old I get, I should be able to make it 1 block to the beach. You understand? Rio de Janeiro is one of the most popular cities in the world, and Copacabana is one of the most popular beaches in the world. People from all over the world go to Brazil. People are just now starting to come to Colombia, but people been going to Rio de Janeiro. I know an old mentor of mine. That dude was going to Rio de Janeiro since like before I was born, like the '70s. He was going to Rio de Janeiro. So, and the rents in Rio de Janeiro are twice or 3 times as much as the rents in Medellin. So my Airbnb will be rented for much more than you can't find no apartment for a month rent in Copacabana, Ipanema, or LeBlanc for $500 a month. You definitely can't find a 2 bedroom. So it's about a good investment where I could make my money. You feel me? So That is part of the reason why I chose Rio de Janeiro, a bigger city, um, beaches up the wazoo, great fitness community. I mean, yeah, there's favelas and there's hoods and all that, but when you're a block away from the beach, baby, you're in prime real estate. You're in prime real estate in any country. Take 1 minute for me to walk to the beach from my house. 1 minute. No, no, no. I didn't buy a crib in Colombia. I was renting a crib in Colombia. I was close to buying a crib in Colombia. If I do buy a crib in Colombia, if that happens, I'll be buying one in Medellin for sure. But if I have a crib in South America and I want to expand, maybe it might be Africa. Because a crib in Medellin is going to cost you 100,000. Now, right now, 100,000 and up. But right now, I could get a crib in in like Nairobi, Kenya, for probably like 50, 60. You feel me? So, you know, I don't know where I'm at, but I'm in a high traffic area. Earn money. What's up, earn money? Been in Rio in December. Oh, I'll be there. I'm not gonna be there in December, but for investment. Okay, earn money. The expat. Rio has so many areas where you have chill vibes for sure. They have a rich culture. Come on, man. Do you know how many people might rent my apartment just for the carnival? That's on people's list. The carnival, the Christ the Redeemer, um, the New Year's party on the beach. What type of tourist attractions and monuments does Medellin have that people travel all over the world to see? They don't have any. They don't have any. Real estate in Nairobi is booming, and you can still rent it. Yeah, for sure. When I go back, I'm gonna look into it some more. And I already got two realtors contacts. All right, so I got another 20 minutes before I gotta head to the gate. Yeah, so I thought that was a better choice for and I would have probably spent around the same money and got less. Well, not really. My place I had to renovate it, so the places that I was looking at in Colombia were new constructions or new renovations. I'm gonna probably retire in Brazil or Thailand right now, maybe Vietnam, but probably Brazil or Thailand. I'm gonna split it up between 2 or 3 countries, but I'm definitely gonna start doing less traveling. I'm getting tired of jumping on and off planes, renting apartments, and I'm getting tired. I can rent my apartment for cheap in Thailand, super cheap, and so it's so cheap that it won't bother me any, to keep it all year round. So if I stay there 6 months and I have a very cheap apartment, say for like 250 a month, I could do that. Unfortunately, although Medellin has lots to offer, Rio is a better investment at this moment. Has a beach, and being a landlord offers more. Yeah, because it has a dangerous rep. Brazil, you just can't get the money you could get renting out your. If it's an investment, you can't get that kind of money in Medellin. You know what I'm saying? Like you could still find a place for 350, 500 a month. The place I was paying for in Medellin, in Laurel, it's great neighborhood, everything. I was paying like 475 a month. You can't find nothing that cheap. So if I spent, let's say I spent 130,000 in Medellin, and I'm trying to rent out my apartment for a month. There's too many options for people to rent out other apartments for $500 a month. And trust me, the girls I spoke to, they was like, "Oh, you paying 500 a month? That's too expensive." You know what I'm saying? So, you know, try to find a place for 500 in Rio de Janeiro. I did, trust me. When I was thinking about this three country thing, I was looking Copacabana or Ipanema or something. More Europeans, more Americans, and more South Americans visit Brazil over Medellin. I'm pretty sure. Africans, Australians. I bumped into Australians on the beach in Brazil. I bumped into Africans on the beach in Brazil. Definitely Argentinians that they there a lot. So, yeah. Jay Clyde was good. Try Kenya coastal areas. Yeah, I didn't get to go to Mombasa. Next trip I will. Where you gonna be for Christmas Day? The last two Christmas and New Year's I spent in Thailand, so I might be there again. Richest method, exactly. It's 600 a month in Lapa for a studio, yeah. And Lapa is not really a good neighborhood, and Lapa's not near the beach. You know what I'm saying? So it's parts of Lapa that's not good. That's not good areas. Wish you well on your journey to Peru. Thank you, famous Dave. Would you live in Argentina and have you considered it? Argentina is a nice city, and there's a lot of English speaking people in Argentina. Maybe, possibly. I know some guys who have lived there and they loved it. Richard Method loved Nairobi, Kenya, but have to check off Joburg. Oh my, yeah. South Africa, I still like South Africa better than Kenya, but I'll go. I didn't get the full stay in Kenya, so I'll go back. 500 is cheap for Medellin too. Yeah, well, that's Laureles. You probably can't find something that cheap in Poblado. Maybe you could though, but for the locals, they like that's too much. Argentina's a country, not a city. Yeah, we know that. Yeah. Willie, thank you. Put the lights up. Yeah, well, I went to Buenos Aires. So to specify, I went to Buenos Aires when I was there. I would probably try and check the areas that the beach areas. If you want something with a view, balcony, doorman in Medellin, it's about at least 1,200 and up. I could dig it. That's in Poblado, more than likely. I'm not a big sports fan. I do, but my sport is basketball. So I don't really, I don't worry too much about the football and baseball. You know, I watch more soccer or football, South American football, and I watch basketball. I have time. I don't have to catch the game and be at certain places. I've never been into football. Can't be into everything, I was into music, girls, basketball, you know, cutting hair. You can't do everything, man. I used to dance, I used to rap, I used to paint, draw, electric boogie. You know, everybody got their little few things that they do, they're into. I'm not an Arsenal fan. They just make the best jerseys, and I have a lot. The interview had the Colombian the other day. She blamed gringos for higher prices. She never mentioned the lockdown during COVID. COVID caused higher prices than gringos. Inflation is everywhere. She lives there, though. That's her opinion. That's her opinion. She lives there. I think people who live there know more than the people who visit there. You know what I'm saying? Or at least that's her assumption. You know what I'm saying? Prices actually went down after COVID. Uh, I'm born and raised in Nairobi, but working in Europe. Which is your favorite NBA team? The New York Knicks. I'm a New Yorker, man. I know it's not the glamorous team to love, but I'm down with the New York Knicks since Bernard King, Rory Sparrow, the Rubber Band Man, Louis Orr. You know what I'm saying? I'm down from that era. Um, Arsenal's Arsenal's are trash. Envigado or Poblado? I would say Poblado. I don't like Envigado. I don't like the hills. But a lot of the pretty girls live in Beijing. All the pretty girls live in Beijing. All of them. I'll tell you one thing. My bummer was lit up with chicks from Beijing. Beautiful girl. That's where all the chicks is at. That's where all the chicks is at. So we got about another 10 minutes before I head out. My shoulder's killing me from lifting these bags. Yeah. Man, I don't have my pain medication. It's in my big suitcase, which is method. You say you like South Africa more, so however, you like the convenience more. Let's face it, Kenya's convenience more. Let's face it, Kenya people have a vibe. You still have had that band. Well, they ain't showed me a band, and I'm just saying Cape Town is dope. That beach is dope with the Table Mountain behind it. The nightlife is off the hook. The people are intelligent. They getting money. Um, they have historical things to see there. Then you go over to Joburg. You could go down to Soweto and party on the weekend. They got all the club, all the lounges, high-end restaurants, and Nairobi has it too. But they have all the accoutrements you could want in South Africa between Joburg and Cape Town. There ain't no dirt roads. There ain't no, orange mud on your sneakers. You know what I'm saying? It's fully developed now. Kenya looks like it's getting there, but I'm just telling you from what my experience was. I ain't say live there. I just say, that's where you want to get your chicks. What I liked it, Da Nang. I liked Da Nang. It was relaxing. It was a beach town. It was still developed. There's a lot of construction there. A lot of nice restaurants there. And then you could go to Bonner Hill. Like Ho Chi Minh was very congested and crowded and busy. But when I'm talking about Vietnam, I'm talking about going to Da Nang. South Africa, good, but my favorite city is Joburg and Durban. Yeah, I didn't get to Durban. New York Knicks salute. My favorite player is Steph Curry. I could dig it. My favorite player was Bernard King. Which country does your son like the most? He maybe can see himself living. I don't know. He ain't been to as much countries as me, but I brought him to Medellin though. He had a good time. I know he'll never forget that trip. Like I said, you love the convenience. Who has no racism? Feel and just a relaxed, friendly. Yeah, I guess so. But I just you act like the convenience is not a major thing. It's a major thing, man. It's a major thing when you live in a major city that has everything you need at your fingertips. You know what I'm saying? And this South Africa was a major vibe too, a different vibe, but a major vibe. And the women in South Africa to me was flyer. They were flyer. They had more style. They had better wigs. They had, you know, I'm joking, but you know, out of all the countries you've been, what do you rank Dominican food? Dominican food to me is like soul food. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of fried food, a lot of rice, a lot of beans. You know what I'm saying? It's not. to me really a cuisine. You know what I'm saying? It's not a, to me, it's not an international cuisine. It's good food. The food is good, but it's not like an international cuisine. And it's not necessarily healthy food. You understand what I'm saying? Well, I think more travelers are preferring Vietnam over Thailand because Vietnam is cheaper. Vietnam is less run with tourists as Thailand. It seems just as safe, and I think it's just not as many foreigners there. We have money, so the communists are from the U.S. Nairobi is. If you know what you will see. However, like I said, have the first experience South Africa myself. Who knows? I might choose. Yeah, you got to go and check it out. Then you let me know. All right, Rich. Uh, that's why I love and live in Santo Domingo. Got everything you need. Yeah, you need some of that convenience, man. If you're gonna be overseas, you need the convenience. Do have better wigs and hairlines? Coral, you crazy. Yeah, they got better barbers and they got better hairstylists, I guess. You know what I mean? Which city had thicker chicks, Kenya or South Africa? Which city showed the thicker chicks was in Tanzania. Tanzania had the thickest chicks. I will be wearing Steph Curry jersey this Christmas and New Year at home in Nairobi, Kenya. All right, that's dope. I mean, I like Steph Curry. He's a good guy. He's a professional. I think he's fair. He's an honest player. He's a family man. There ain't nothing not to like about him, and he's an excellent basketball player. When are you going to do a European tour like Sweden, Netherlands? I did. We did Amsterdam, Prague, and Germany like 2 years ago. So we do another Euro step. I call that the Euro step. We'll do. I've done Spain earlier. I've done Spain earlier. So it's just further back in my channel. You probably just can't find it. Good bang for your buck. I think Kenya had the best bang for your buck. Nairobi. Do you think LeBron James can still win a ring? Depending who they surround him with. Yeah. I mean, shit. He held them down in the Olympics. He got one in him. If he got the right team, yeah, he got one more in him. He got to get it in the next 2 years though. What up, Zoe? Where y'all going? Where you going to the international crew? I'm going to Peru. I'm going to Peru. Lima first, then I'm going to Cusco because I want to go to Machu Picchu. That's on my bucket list. You know what I'm saying? I went to the Great Pyramids. That was on my bucket list. I went to Easter Island, Rapa Nui. You know, that wasn't on my bucket list, but my boy Jarvis, he told me about it. And when I looked into it, I was like, I gotta go. It's just as important. I went to the pyramid complexes all in Mexico. So yeah, I like that kind of stuff. DR is my hub right now. And you know, the expat experience dealing with mentality can be challenging. So I'm like, convenience, give me my friendly culture. I used to love Dominican Republic too. You know, but more or less, it was the expats there that was super cool. That's what I love the most about, and the beautiful women, of course. So that might be an African investment. Tapers, yeah. I'm definitely if I buy a crib in Kenya in Nairobi, I'm definitely opening some barbershops. How many likes I got? 61. That's not bad. It's not bad. We got like another 3 minutes before I have to head to my gate. Like Tom, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna head to the gate in another 3 minutes. But I want y'all to stay tuned. This is there. They got some beautiful women in this airport. I want y'all to stay tuned. Um, I know a lot of people haven't been to Lima. Y'all haven't seen a lot of footage on Lima. Theo, what's the deal? So I just wanna. I've always wanted to experience Lima. I definitely always wanted to go to Machu Picchu. So I'm gonna get a chance to do that before. So I was like, I'm over here in this hemisphere. I might as well go and get it out the way. So that's what I'm gonna do. Y'all stay tuned, all right? What city do I miss the most? The ones I go to the most: Medellin, Rio de Janeiro, and Pattaya. I ain't even gonna front. Kenya or South Africa. Mm, I don't know. It was like the same. I can't say it. Maybe I didn't see enough. You ever go to Nicaragua? No, I haven't yet. Yeah, I gotta go, man. So maybe I'm gonna get there. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything tonight. You know, if something happened, maybe I'll do a live tonight. But can you be a bipolar ex-girlfriend, beautiful, mad, good relationship when it's good? But man, you can't do no bipolar crazy girls, man. Rich, don't do it to yourself, man. Don't do it. Stay away from crazy chicks. Peace, y'all.